Hi everyone, I'm Eve Pearl and I am here with Miriam, who's volunteered her adorable face to help us out today with this next video that is going to be for Halloween inspired, or use it however you want to do this particular look. It is the baby doll, or beautiful Raggedy Ann doll, or any kind of doll you want to be, or your hot sexy mom doll, and because she already looks so adorable. And actually she already has some makeup on, and I want to show you how easy it is to take your everyday beautiful regular Eve Pearl makeup look and to sort of jazz it up and to get something like this, okay? Just to switch it up a little bit. All right, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna look at your face, and what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna take a light foundation, which is gonna be our fair color foundation. So taking the lightest colors with the brush, and that's how we begin. We're gonna lighten everything up. We're going to remove all the color from here. And I'm not gonna lighten it up everywhere, but just in certain areas that I really wanna. I'm gonna leave the blush because I want the blush to stand out, but I'm gonna lighten up everywhere around. We take our sponge that's been wet. If you don't have a wet sponge, take a little spray, wet your sponge. Taking the sponge and lightening up her entire face. Okay, now that we've lightened up the face, now I want to take a little bit of powder, and take some powder, and just put a little powder up on the forehead, a little bit on the nose, and down here. We're going to take some black liner, and we're going to put liner all over the eyelid. EVE Pearl Diva lashes. Outside. We're going to measure, close, with the glue. Close. This is a little jar of water, okay? Taking our water. We're going to use the water, we're going to use our brushes, because I'm going to show some cool little things to do. All right, to connect this, close again. We're going to do a little more liner now. Now, we have to actually make everything a little bit more intense. So, I'm going to take the Diva, this is the Au Naturel, a little bit of water, brush, in the water. Okay, when you take the brush in the water, you can go 1, 2, 3 and get a little bit more. It'll give you better. It'll make everything a little darker. So now I want to make your eyebrows come out a little bit more. We're going to go back into our light color now with the concealer, and actually put that here. All right, so we took the concealer and put it right under the brows to raise up the brows. And actually this was the same fair colored foundation. Now to really bring out the eyes and make them really pop, I'm going to take a little bit more of the lightest color of the fair foundation. I'm going to put it, close your eyes one second, I'm going to put it right here on the inner part of the lid. I'm going to take a Pretty in Pink palette with a synthetic brush that you can either use dry on the Pretty in Pink, or you can actually wet it. But I'm going to take it dry, and I'm going to put it right on top of the foundation, so it's going to set it and give it a little bit of shine. But if you really want to make it stand out, you take the synthetic concealer brush, dip it into water, and then grab some of the color. Okay, grab some of that Pretty in Pink color. And that's really going to make this turn out nice and pinky. And the same thing, I'm going to take a little bit of the pink and I'm going to put it right underneath here as well. using the same technique of the whole wetting of the brushes, I'm going to take the thinner synthetic brush here and I'm going to dip it into the water. I'm going to use some vibrant colors, a little bit of this blue and a little bit of the black. Okay, a little bit of the blue and the black, and look at the colors you're going to be able to get. Maybe a little bit of the green too. You can always test it out in the back of your hand just to see what colors you're going to be getting. So close. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to pull the eye out. And this is all just by adding water. Once you get better at this, you can actually take it and use it with our mix and seal. But this will make it waterproof and water resistant. So when you're practicing, do it with water, and as you get better, then you can just use it right with the shadow mix and seal. I'm going to take the blender brush with a little bit of the warmer colors and just go right on top of the dark. Now, as you get more comfortable using wet, you can take the blender brush as well and dip it in a little bit of the water. Just get rid of the excess in the back of your hand and then take a little of the warmer colors, and it's going to give you such a beautiful tone right above. You see all that? It just gives you just this beautiful, beautiful tone. And you can also do the same thing with the Ultimate palette by taking a little bit of the water, just dipping just the tips of the brush and getting rid of the excess, taking a little bit of the rose, a little bit of the gold, and putting that right here and just gliding it across the top and the bottom. So using the light foundation, the lightest shade of the fair foundation that is, you can truly create any angles you want. Okay, so now we have the liner, we have that. The next thing I want to do is I want to create the bottom lashes. So I'm going to take another set of our lashes. We actually take another set of lashes. I've already pulled these off from the outside and I want to measure them and see how it's going to work. Let's see how this is going to work if I put this right here. Okay, I got the glue. Take your tweezer. Make sure you have control of your lash. And then kind of figure out where you want to place it, position it, and we're going to place it right here. Now we're going to connect it, because you see, as we let this dry, I want to make sure that there's a nice connection there. So we're going to go back to our liner, and I'm going to do a little bit of the liner right here, just so there's some smooth, it doesn't just end in like a harsh way. In order to smooth all that out, we're going to go back into our Ultimate palette. We're going to take our little smudger brush and we're going to wet it. We're going to do everything here wet. I'm going to take a little bit of the gold, and this is wet, and I'm going to do a little bit of the gold right here, a little bit of the gold right here. You can put a little bit of it right underneath. You can also take a little bit of the pink, pretty in pink. I love this little pink color, and put that right in here. And it's extremely subtle, so it doesn't really yell out at you. And now we're going to do the blush. We're going to take some of the Rosy blush. Going to take a little bit of the blush, very little, and a little blush brush. Also, this is synthetic. So smile, and this is where you place this, right here. Now I'm going to blend everything else around it. Wherever you have the cream, you want to just make sure you have powder to ensure that all this is going to stay put. And we're going to make a little, we're going to use Miriam's lips. We're going to do a little heart right here, a little heart right here, and then you want to fill it in. And again, with this look, it does not have to be perfect, because it kind of looks a little sexier when it's a little messy. It's the one time where it's okay to be messy. The best way to get a great red is to start out with a caramelly color here. And now we're going to top it off with, of course, a Hey Sexy Hot Mama. I'm going to use the red. A little mascara on the lashes. I want to take a little bit more of the foundation, the fair foundation, the lightest color, and just kind of sporadically add a little bit more light all around so the blush really, really stands out. Take a little bit of the ruby, which is a slightly stronger color blush, a little bit of the ruby, and in certain areas just add a little bit of the ruby. And that's our look. Miriam, what do you think?
I love it. I wish I celebrated Halloween.
Maybe this year she will.